This is Animal Well. This is an Easter simulating game where you collect 65 eggs to summon a manticore. That's it. That's basically the game. I played 100% of it so that you don't have to, although I gotta say you probably should. You get to mess with a bunch of cats, you get to flashbang kangaroos, you jump on turtles, we've seen that before. But yeah, honestly, you should check it out. It's made by Video Game Donkey, the famous YouTuber. He created a game studio. They're trying to make games good again or something like that. And I gotta say, this is pretty good. It was actually made by Billy Bazzo, but Donkey Studio Big Mode published it. So if we're gonna play 100% of this game, first thing we have to do is collect 65 eggs, because this is an Easter simulator. I know I gave you guys the sneak peek on my screen right there. Look at that beautiful collection of peacock eggs. On top of that, if I want to get 100% of this game on Steam, there's a lot more achievements I gotta get, including candle lighting, bubble jumping, and collecting the 4 main flames of the enemy bosses. So without further ado, I'm the Big Branch. This is my first video, so thank the algorithm that you ended up seeing it. I'm really grateful for your support. Send it to your grandma so she can watch it too. Let's get those views up and let's get going. First loading into the game, you're birthed from a flower like a Hindu god. I see that squirrel over there and decide to head the opposite direction. Looking at my first room, I find this chest here, which gives me the first egg of the game. Starting out, you don't have any advanced movement options or items, and so all I can do is jump around. And really quickly I figure out what happens when you die. They hadn't granted me a health bar yet, so I assumed I had infinite lives or something. Foolishly, I thought this game might end up being easy, and had yet to experience the wrath of the cat. Continued forward, and honestly I was amazed how beautiful this game is. Like, they really did some good work. Learned more about the character, realized I could not jump that far as of yet. I chased off this squirrel, then decided to figure out what this yellow box was. It was a telephone. This is where I can save my progress during the game. Sadly, I didn't always use it like I should have, but that'll happen later, don't worry. I got to use my interact button for the first time to pull this bridge up. I jumped across the chasm and didn't jump in the water this time. 2 things happened right there. First, I hit the yellow button, which lit up the door. Second, as I fell down, I moved further to the left than I thought was possible. So I had my first objective to find the other 2 yellow buttons to open the door, and I started running around through these secret passageways. They led me around in a big rectangle where I was able to get the second button. Seeing no way currently to get the third button, I headed back into the room on the right where I'd come from. Here I encountered my first true enemy. Now, I should have been freaking out at this point being chased by this guy. Sadly, I was talking to a friend on Discord, and so my audio for this part of the game is garbage. But you'll hear me later live reacting. I ran back, and it took me a few tries to just run up top instead of letting myself get murdered by this guy. Heading up top, I go back to hit that third button and get the door opened. Here I snag my first items of the game, and you get to finally hear in-game voice. Oh, this guy's dead. Oh. Maybe. Oh! Oh, gosh. Die. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Oh. I thought it was... Oh, wait. Oh, did I game? I gamed it, baby. Killed my first baddie. Oh, then I just dropped in that freaking pit. Okay, I'm alive still. I'm fine. This right here proves that there's value in practicing reverse back airs with Donkey Kong and Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, look at that turnaround first frame. I headed back through this room, and now equipped with firecrackers, it was no challenge at all. I was able to just raise up this bridge and move out into the main part of the world. I pause at this chest and grab the map. That's my second achievement. The first was finding that first egg, so now I've got 2 out of 20. I'll keep that in the top left for you to see and follow along. Getting into this room was wild. I was confused why there were mouse heads and rabbit heads flying around that looked like cotton candy. Figured for right now I probably better not touch them, but you just see me walking around in confusion for a bit. Now you get some more in-game audio from me, and that becomes a lot more regular here on forward. Whoa! Oh, I fall down there. Alright. Let's see what happens when I jump on this guy. Oh, that killed that boy. Whoa, wait. Yo, what just happened? Oh, that kills me. Oh, that was cheap. Oh, I've got low health. I didn't know I could actually get low health here. That makes a lot more sense, though. This game's for children. And now, oh gosh, now I gotta start carrying. Wait. Can I get up there? Maybe that was a dumb idea. Oh wait, no, I can totally do this now. I had just remembered that because these rooms connect, I could jump onto the platform in the previous room to get up onto this next one. Haha, yeah baby. What's up, mouse? Heading to the bottom of the room where the door had opened, I came into this next room and immediately died. Oh gosh, I died. Okay, we can get back there. That fall killed me for the first official time. You can see I finally have health in the bottom right corner down there.
Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Very nice.
Okay. Oh! Is that fine? Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's got some oh. Let's go back up to that shiny thing. What the heck? What the heck indeed. That was a candle. It ends up being one of the very final achievements I get after lighting all of them inside the game. Now each of these rooms you have to go flip a switch which opens up a passage into the next room. Oh, I should look at my... Oh, it's too dark to see the map. Weird. Wait, okay. Oh, I go in between them, okay. Whew. We got it. Those last couple of yellow buttons I hit were all progressing up to me opening the door on the left here, which I do right now. Heading through the door, I'm confronted with this giant ostrich and decide that can be dealt with later. Even though I open the door here, I decide I better head back down and finish this puzzle up. After flipping the switch a bunch of times, I get that rabbit trapped in the door where he flips the switch for me, and I can go collect my first key. The keys become more common as an alternate to hitting buttons. Now finding this key reminds me of a groundhog room I saw earlier that didn't have any yellow buttons, and so I assumed I could go back there and use it. With the door open and an egg collected, I decide it's time to go confront the ostrich. Oh gosh. Now I'd like to say I picked up the pace to hit all the yellow buttons, but this being the first boss enemy, I was absolutely terrified, so I hung out for a long time, so we'll just speed it up. Easy. Oh my gosh. It's not easy. That's scary. Okay, I guess I'm jumping. Holy smokes, bro. After that heroic fight and jump, I finally find the second item I get for this game. Now I find it. Let's go. With this yo-yo, now no button is too hard for me to reach. Nice. Okay, right in the water. I have to say, I'm so grateful that the water doesn't kill you, because this is just the little bit that I've shown you guys. I jump in the water so many times. Okay, that was a cool little puzzle. The jade egg. Oh, cool. Dang, I don't know what these eggs are for, but I am sure getting them. You can see that my brain is fully awoken at this point as I start to question the eggs. I'm just beginning to realize that this is an Easter game. Sadly, after a cheeky hit on this guy, I get absolutely bodied and killed. Even though I had my map, I didn't really understand how to get back to this area, and it had been a pretty long time since I had saved. I eventually made my way back around to the groundhog where I was able to save again, and I was now able to make it through this next room with the help of the yo-yo, just to get immediately stuck on another door. At this point, it was faster to backtrack back to the beginning than go to where I had been killed, and so I decided to go to a different area. However, things were looking up, because this next area rocked. Yes, sir. That's the stuff. I collected keys here, found eggs, committed crimes that PETA would be mad about. It was awesome. I got that third achievement and just had such a fun time with all these puzzles. I think they're objectively the best in the game. Like this one, you hit a switch to make this hedgehog walk on different walls to hit buttons for you. Awesome. You encounter each of the main 4 bosses twice. You already saw the first encounter with the ostrich that I had. This is the first encounter with the chameleon. The first time they're not nearly as difficult. I still don't know how I survived right here. Barely dodged that, but I did this first try. My second encounter with the chameleon took me a lot of attempts, and you can look forward to that. With this chameleon done and dusted for the first time, I finally get my next item. Now, I'm a hardcore yo-yo and bubble wand fan. You'll see the bubble wand later on, but I gotta give it to the slinky that it probably made me use my brain more than any other item to figure out all the tricks with it. That was cool. Speaking of cool, you know what else is cool? Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm just kidding. The actual answer is monkeys in a video game. Now that I took some time to appreciate these monkeys, I find this egg, and I head into these unsettling raven-infested rooms. What the?
That's probably fine. Yeah.
What the heck? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, those birds just messed me up. So yeah, we learned pretty quick these birds have got issues, and if you hit the red button, they decide that they're related to the chickens from Zelda video games, and they've got to kill you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I'm screwed. Okay, get me out of here, get me out of here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay. Surviving the crows, we head out into this room with another hedgehog walking around on some buttons for us. There's a decent amount of puzzles in this game that are more movement based like this rather than having to hit buttons yourself, and I enjoy them a lot. Now I see this armadillo in the top right or whatever he is, and I decide I really want his fruit, but I just can't make it. You can tell I'm starting to lose my mind because this was around 1 in the morning when I was playing this part, so just listen in. Oh yeah, take that, you stupid armadillo. Taking your fruits. So yeah, anyways, we head up here and open up this door. I whip open the map and start looking about how I can reach that flame in kind of the top left. And while I actually reached the flame pretty quickly, I could not figure out how to get past this door at this point. I stumbled around clueless for a while. It was pretty funny watching me back. It was getting late this night of recording and I was just going crazy. Eventually I head back over by the flame to this big chasm and decide to just jump down it. Hitting the bottom puts me back in the main room where I decide to go left since I haven't gone that way. I see some caves and eventually meet this big seahorse. Now this area wasn't as exciting as lots of the other areas of the game, but I really enjoyed it still. It was unique to have a pseudo boss battle where there were really no consequences. They just let you learn the mechanics of jumping on the bubbles, which becomes a huge part of the game later on, and it's really relaxing. And here we go, we finally get it, the best item in this game, the Bubble Wand. The Bubble Wand upgrades my mobility so much, I can now reach a lot of places I couldn't before. I hop over in the bubble column and ride it down to the bottom, where I head to the right side of the screen to go explore. I got kind of stuck, so I headed back to the main area. From there I headed up a ladder which led me to my nightmare, the cat area. This area drove me crazy. You have to take this disc which summons this ghost cat, it chases you around, eventually you have to return the disc in another area, but you have to do a bunch of puzzles along the way. The ghost cat has a kind of weird AI that follows you differently depending on if you're holding the disc or not, and I spent so long. Demon cat. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hit that. Where am I going? Oh, I'm hitting this. Oh, don't hit me. Or making moves. Oh, gosh. Don't hit me. Oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, just his head. As you can hear from my in-game audio right there, I realized that moment that only his head does damage to you, his whole body can pass through you without hurting you. By this point you're freaking out, so when you go to save and it just says no answer, savage.
Does giant floating cat hurt you, I assume?
Yeah, but just his head. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh gosh. Up until this point in the game, there aren't really a lot of enemies that do major damage to you, and so the cat's incredibly frustrating. While some enemies like that ostrich did try to attack me, I was able to hide from them, or the cat in constant pursuit felt unfair when I wasn't moving or I thought I should be safe, and then he still would come and hurt me. The cat did prepare me to think other animals will be hostile, so luckily I guessed correct and assume the dog will want the frisbee. I barely escaped the dog, as well as just sneak past the cat right here. However, as you can see down there, I'm down to 2 hearts, and so things are not looking good, which you see as soon as I walk into this room, I go back for the firecracker, which gets me hit by the cat. After a little jump here, I fall on some spikes and I'm dead. Oh, dang. Now while I was editing, I noticed a little bit of weird movement back here, and so I'm showing you guys again in slow motion. As I get to the end, I see the dog's gonna catch me, so I turn around and throw the disc for him one more time. And here's that again at full speed. After a bunch more tries, but not any more success, I decided I'd had enough of that cat and headed to this egg room where I could see how many total eggs I had at this point. With these 10 eggs, I've passed the next achievement of collecting 8 eggs. Nice. The bottom door on the left was open because of the amount of eggs I'd collected, and so after jumping around for a while I decided to go investigate what was over there. Now I swear my little guy wasn't doing this in the beginning, but at this point when I jump a bunch of the time he does a little flip like right there, and I just really appreciate that detail. With that, we secure our next item. I get another achievement using the flute here pretty soon that allows me to travel around, but for right now I just play it. Playing the flute woke up the two chinchillas that were chilling down there below me. You can see their eyes glowing now. Playing my flute in front of this organ type thing wakes up the crow on the wall, and heading into the next room I'm able to open up a bunch of these little portals. Going through the frog's mouth returns me to an area I'd been at previously, which I hadn't returned to, and I knew in this next room with that bubble gun blaster boy I could finally make it up this. I scurry right on over into the next room where there is another save. I decide I'm getting ahead of myself, so I head back to that other room to explore a little bit more. I've got the in-game audio on for you guys again, so you'll be able to hear the flute sound. You can watch me as I figure out this next puzzle. It's fun to watch and just see my brain working and trying to understand what I'm supposed to do here. The sounds that the fish was making, as well as the yellow outline, suddenly connected with me, and I realized I'm supposed to be following his pattern. I realized right here I'm hitting up instead of down for my third set of notes, so I adjust that. Nothing happened, so I assumed I had done something wrong, but I keep practicing it. Watching the music notes flying away from me though, I realize I'm not hitting the sound button multiple times, I'm just pushing in a direction. So once I start sending out 2 sound notes in each direction, this happens. And that's right, this is my 5th achievement. Overall, this room and this flute improved the game so much. I was finally able to fast travel around to different parts of the map to finish up things like collecting the main boss flames. It was huge. Using these fast travel methods, I headed down to the main ostrich boss, who immediately killed me. I was supposed to make him roll all the way to the right without getting crushed so he would hit these 4 yellow buttons, but I realized I could probably cheese this, and I started making some good progress.
The dead is a miracle, doc. They counted me out. Moment of truth, counting it down. Underdog story was down for the count. Back on my feet, back with a mic, back on the beat, back with a family, then bang in the streets. The game on lock, I stand with a key. Standing my ground, I am planning to flee. Standing my ground, I am planting my feet. Taking a stand, embracing my destiny, shaking his hand. Flipping the script, changing the plans. Off to the top, and I'm taking the fans. Making them jump, making them dance. Making them jump, making them dance. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. Hickory, dog. Giving them all that we got. Kick on the door. Trying to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going hard and taking my chances. I keep it moving. I keep advancing. Keeping it gangster. Getting the perks and I'm happy to earn them. Mr. Ambitious, kill it, I'm vicious. Mr. Determined. Riding the storm, but focus on rainbow connections like Kermit. The water on my shoulders, it was a burden. Now I don't notice it, everything turning. Everything shifting, doing it different. I'm floating, I'm drifting. Shout out the slums, round the world we uplifted. Doing it big. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We about to change the game.
Despite my caution of using the bubble to go down slowly, the chameleon still snatched me up. And he continued doing that attempt after attempt after attempt. You get the idea. I found out music puts the hedgehogs to sleep, but they have no effect on the chameleon. But I kept on trying until finally I beat the boss. And this was big. That was the second of the 4 main boss flames. There's still more than half the achievements, but as far as game progression, we're starting to get there. With that boss completed, it was time to go back and face my truest fear, the giant cat. And playing this level, I don't know how long I played it. I've edited so much of this cat out, but I started losing my mind, so here's some fun moments. I hate big cats, dude. I hate cats before they made them big. I'm still a piece of garbage. I used to love dogs up until like 10 minutes ago. It's probably like an hour ago at this point. That sucked. Giving up on the cat for the moment, I saw this hole in the ceiling. There was an achievement called Leave the Well, which very few players had, where you had to escape. I didn't see a way to connect to this hole, so I thought if I could come up with some advanced jumping tech, then maybe this would be a way out of the well with a bubble and the frisbee. Oh yeah, we're freaking getting this. What am I doing? Despite my rage, there was a wall here and I could not go any further. This ended up not being the tech at all, and there's way better items to help you do things that are way cooler than this later on. But I finished playing the game over a month ago, and it's just taken me forever to make this video since I'm in my doctorate program right now. So at the time being, I thought I did something amazing, but look at some other videos because people are doing way crazier stuff than that. To beat the cat fight, you just have to make it to a second save point podium where the cat decides to stop chasing you after you place the disc. I finally did that, but it wasn't very exciting, so I'll just show you the second time I have to deal with the cat. And here's a quick still frame. This is the box from the previous room where I got my very own permanent disc item. This disc comes in clutch as I've been running away from this long dog who's got me down to 1 heart. I throw it right there so he grabs it instead of shaking me to death. Collecting this egg on the turtles as well as the puzzle egg coming up next, I have 17 eggs giving me another achievement. There's something about seeing achievements pop up where 50% or less of the players have gotten them that just makes me feel like I'm in some special club who's really got to experience more of the game. That's also part of why I decided to start making these videos, is I want people who don't have time to play the games to be able to see what they entail. As well as for when I have time, I want to be able to have the motivation to get in there and actually finish these 8 games up. I was just wandering around at this point trying to figure out how to get to the next boss, but I found some more matches which are needed for an achievement later, as well as I got a piece of a kangaroo shard. That kangaroo cycles around spawning in a few different rooms around the world. You have to hit him with a firecracker in each of those rooms to collect the shards, which lets you get into an area that you need to for endgame and more achievements. Another one of the final achievements you get is these candles. You have to collect them around the world. They'll be in rooms where those blue guys spawn. They were a lot less tedious than the eggs. At the end you'll see I searched for the eggs actively for quite a while, but the candles I just found organically walking around the world. After lighting this candle, I go and get the reward for finding 16 eggs from the doors, which was just a pencil to mark on my map. Then I go and try to place the kangaroo shards, but I only have 2 of the 4 of them at this point. Now comes the reprise of the cat, but this time I worked out a path beforehand, before starting to run, and I was able to go a different way, and so I cleared it really quick actually. There's a couple extra rooms there, but none of the puzzles are all that exciting, so we're going to move on. With the 3rd boss flame collected, a lot of the remaining achievements have to do with collecting eggs, and I'm officially 50% of the way there now. Sadly, however, the next time I was able to get on and play, I made a big mistake. With half the achievements and 3 of the 4 boss flames collected, I was feeling really good. However, the next time I got on to play, I started recording, and this is all that I ended up with. Okay, here we go. I think this is the day. Yep, that's all I've got. I played for a few hours, but I ended up with only 3 seconds of recording. I don't know what I did. I'm still pretty new to this. I think I must have accidentally paused or stopped it. Either way, devastating. When I was just about to head to bed, I noticed this and recorded a little bit that night. Okay, so this is the saddest thing. The saddest thing. I just played for hours tonight, beat the game. Let's see, there we go. Finally did all that down there. Got this little radar. Oh gosh. There we go. Let's go. Well, you got to see me kill another piece of the kangaroo. Oh, I did this. Drew that the rabbit. But that's the short of it. I beat the game. Which I guess is good because I don't want to like just show the end of the game. Oh gosh, these guys. All I have to do is find the eggs and light the candles. This is the place where I fought the boss, basically. Honestly, super easy compared to all the stupid dog stuff the other day. I guess it's really stupid cats. So that's a nice little tradition of how many times I've died. It's kind of sad. Finishing the, quote, main game got me 4 more achievements, including the sneak one where I had to make a second save file to sneak up on a squirrel who I scared away in the beginning. That one was really fun, and you get a cool item, the nut. That's one of the rarest items in the game. There's some crazy items you can get if you want to over 100% the game. Despite this being super sad, I was still feeling good. The true ending I wanted of escaping the well was still up for grabs, and now if you want to go play the first ending without it being ruined, you can do that. So I get going again, get back to the grind. I start popping bubbles for the Bubble Ecstasy achievement, popping 1,000. Immediately following that up, I crush myself with a chinchilla to get the good ending. With those 2 collected, the hunt is truly going. I only have 4 achievements left. 2 of them are about collecting eggs, 1 is lighting all the candles, and the final one, leaving the well, can only happen once I have collected all the eggs. During that night of my faulty recording, I also got one of the most important item upgrades. My bubble wand can now shoot as many bubbles as I want, and that makes it so easy to get other places. So now this gets a little crazy. I've got a few other items as well, like the remote and the lantern, which you've seen me use to get past enemies and to trigger switches. There are also a couple more items I still need to get if I want to 100% this game. To get one of the items, I need to complete the kangaroo shard, and the other one I have to collect 32 eggs to open another door in that egg room. So, that's what's next. With 33 eggs, now I head back to go collect one of the items, and it is the top, which will break ground in certain areas. With the top secured, I head to the last place where I haven't flashbanged the kangaroo. One flashbang later, I get the last K shard, and I should be good to get all the items I need to complete the game now. Stupid jumper. Take that, take that. Wait, hold up. What you doing, bro? So an explanation here. For some reason, I thought I'd only flashbanged the Kingaroo in 3 of the 4 locations. And so rather than going back to check to see if I had the full K shard now, I followed the Kingaroo around to all the locations he could spawn in and tried flashbanging him over and over. At the time it was really annoying, but it's pretty funny editing it now. The Kingaroo will still spawn in these locations, but he just shows up to beat me up and won't drop anything after I flashbang him. What? He came in, trounced me, and just headed out. That's messed up. Bro, oh my gosh. This guy's pissing me off. Okay, now he's away. What? What? Oh, okay, apparently I did have them all.
How much backtracking did you have to do to figure that out?
With that, I got this ball, and with all these tools now, I have everything I need to do one quick montage to the final boss. Hooray, another egg. Oh, I got all the eggs? That's it? Take me home. No, there's no way. This is it. That was the last of the eggs? The last of the Mohicans? Okay. Oh. Oh. We secreted the secrets. Yes, indeed, that was all 64 eggs. I'm actually about to go get the 65th egg, which is used to summon the Manticore, the final boss, to escape the well. I grab the egg and head on down to where I fought the first Manticore. I'm able to fast travel, and using the top I clear out a section I didn't know existed the first time I was down here. I start to get cold feet, but I decide it's time to head in. Okay. Placing that mysterious 65th egg down. Okay. The Manticore is summoned. Okay, boss time, baby. Holy. So yeah, he absolutely lights me up with his laser eyeballs. And now they make me use my remote and bouncing ball to clear out this next section to get to the final boss room. Okay. Bro, come on, blast it. Okay, never mind, bro. I'm just trying to escape this place. What I was talking about there is I was hoping his laser eyes would blast to the glass in the top of that last room, but no such luck. Overall, the Manticore is quite chill as long as I use my lantern to keep him away and switch rooms if I'm gonna get blasted by the laser eyeballs. You see him open his mouth right here, and I was so worried I was gonna get blasted by some super special ability I hadn't seen before, and so I have to scare him away. Wait, so then what? My unease grows as he hangs out in the corner of the room because of my lantern. The first time you fight the Manticore, you have to complete some puzzles while he chases you around, and you have no lantern to keep him away. But this time he seems content to just stalk me from the corner of the room, so I decide to warp to the home base. This warp gives me some breathing room, as he can travel up here, but he travels one screen at a time, where I just warped across the entire map. Okay. And much more quickly than anticipated, he shows up here. Heading through this frog mouth sends me further away on the map, so I know I have more time now. No, man, okay. Wait, so who we... No, we're not going over here. This boy's showing up any second now. Let's go back up. Yes, sir. He's on his way. Let's go over here, let's go over here. Oh! Bro roasted me. All my jumping through teleporters did not pay off, as I traveled too close to where he was and he got the kill on me. As I headed back to the boss fight, I thought about the first time I fought the Manticore in this room. During that fight, he didn't do any of the weird things he was doing with his mouth that I thought might have been some stage 2 attack. I decided on this attempt I should check that out more. Here's our cat. Stragato. Boing. That's right. You're freaking terrified of this. Take me out, baby, take me away. Take me away. Take me away. And with that, I gave my final thoughts of the game during the credits. I think you should play Animal Well if you love Easter, if you hate cats. I'd say those are like the big two. Heck yeah. If you made it this far in my video, I just wanted to give you a huge thanks. This is my first time ever making a video, so it was really fun. I learned a lot. It took me a long time, but I'm really glad I did it. I'm going to keep posting videos. Next up is Valheim, as well as Project Zomboid. Going to keep doing 100%, probably switch over to mainly 100-day playthroughs. I also want to do Don't Starve Together, other games like that. So anyways, thanks again. I'm the Big Branch. If you liked it, please subscribe and have a great life.